What if the breakthrough you've been chasing didn't come from pushing harder, but from surrendering deeper? What if the most powerful version of you wasn't the one that forces, but the one that flows? In this video, you'll discover the missing piece, a hidden intelligence within you, not built on effort, but alignment. Welcome to Flow Intelligence. Have you ever had a moment where everything just flowed? Where you weren't trying too hard, yet everything aligned perfectly? Your ideas came effortlessly. Time seemed to stop. You were so immersed in the task that nothing else existed. That moment is called the flow state. And no, it's not magic. It's a natural, powerful, and trainable state of mind. Today, we're diving deep into this life-changing concept, flow intelligence, a kind of wisdom that goes beyond logic, willpower, and effort. A secret that can lead you to your highest creativity, happiness, and even financial abundance. Flow is a mental and emotional state where you are fully immersed in a task with complete focus and a sense of timeless presence. In this state, your actions feel effortless and everything seems to align naturally. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who coined the term flow, described it as the optimal state of consciousness where we feel and perform at our best. It's that sweet spot between boredom and anxiety, where the challenge perfectly matches your skill level and you become one with the activity. When you're in flow, you lose track of time, you forget yourself, you become fully engaged in what you're doing. You enter a space where creativity, intuition, and deep joy arise effortlessly. This isn't just for artists or athletes. Flow can happen in everyday life, when you're writing, cooking, designing, speaking, or even walking in nature. It's the moment when the inner critic goes silent and something deeper takes over. Flow is a state of consciousness that taps into something beyond thought. You're not calculating or analyzing. You're simply responding from a space of pure connection. It is where your true self emerges, unfiltered. This state is powerful not just because of how it feels, but because of what it produces. Excellence without exhaustion, vision without tension, clarity without doubt. The more you understand this, the more you realize flow isn't the result of grinding harder. It's the result of tuning in deeper. Flow isn't rare, but it requires awareness. Anyone can access it. The key is learning how to enter it intentionally. Flow doesn't happen randomly. It occurs when these three conditions are met. Clear goals, you know exactly what you're doing. Immediate feedback, you can see your progress or impact right away. Challenge skill balance, the task is challenging enough to keep you engaged, but not so hard that you feel overwhelmed. This creates a sweet spot for the brain. Just enough pressure to focus, just enough ease to stay relaxed. But let's go deeper. Clear goals give your mind a destination. Without direction, the brain drifts into distraction. With clarity, it sharpens and aligns with intention. Immediate feedback keeps your nervous system engaged in the loop of learning. It creates a real-time dialogue between your effort and your outcome, encouraging your brain to stay tuned in. Challenge skill balance is the dance of mastery. When you're operating just beyond your current capabilities, that delicate edge, you trigger the best of your potential. This is where breakthroughs happen. Flow is also enhanced by supportive environments, minimal distractions, noise, interruptions, and scattered thoughts break flow. Create a protected zone for immersion. Autonomy. When you have the freedom to make decisions about how and when you work, your brain feels safer and more engaged. Purpose or emotional connection. When the task has a meaning, your energy is more naturally devoted to it. One often overlooked part of entering flow is the struggle phase. It's that early moment of friction, the warm-up, the hesitation, the resistance. This is not a sign of failure. In fact, it's necessary. Struggle is your nervous system preparing for immersion. Embrace it. In the same way a musician tunes their instrument before a concert, your mind must stabilize before entering harmony. Finally, flow requires presence. It's a state where your past doesn't haunt you, your future doesn't distract you, and your full self is here now. Flow isn't just about doing, it's about being, fully engaged, fully alive. Most of us have been taught the same story. Work harder, try more, sleep less, hustle until you burn out. But here's the truth. Struggle isn't the only path to success. Flow shows us another way. In flow, you don't force effort. You channel energy. Effort feels light. Work feels like play. Time flies. Flow isn't laziness, it's sacred focus. The result? Higher productivity, more joy, less exhaustion. You accomplish more in 1 hour of flow than in 8 hours of scattered effort. And when you're in flow, it feels like your actions are guided, as if something greater is moving through you. Here's the magic. When you enter flow, you align with a higher frequency. Your attention becomes a magnet. Your thoughts, emotions, and energy send a powerful signal into the universe. This isn't just theory, it's physics, it's vibration. The more coherent your energy, the more you attract things that resonate with it. Opportunities appear, resources align, the right people find you. Money starts flowing. Why? Because flow connects you with your truest self. And when you live in your truth, the universe responds. Abundance isn't something you chase, it's something you allow. Flow is the gateway. Flow can be trained like a muscle. Here's how. Disconnect from distractions. Turn off your phone. Create a sacred space. Start with something you love. Passion fuels immersion. Set time limits. Work in 60 to 90-minute focus blocks. Write down a clear goal before starting. Commit to the present. No multitasking. Don't check results midway. Gently let go. Allow yourself to fall in without judgment. Bonus tips. Begin with deep breathing or short meditation. Listen to instrumental music or brainwave sounds. Schedule your flow time like a top priority meeting. You can design your own flow state, and when you do, your life, your work, your creativity will transform. Flow is most powerful when your work aligns with your life purpose. Purpose creates meaning. Flow creates momentum. Together, they unleash unstoppable energy. Ask yourself, what work makes you forget time? What topics make your heart beat faster? What would you do even if no one paid you? What pain or longing do you feel called to heal in the world? That is your inner compass. When you follow that signal, life becomes lighter. Clarity increases. Flow finds you more often. Your energy becomes magnetic. You don't need to be a genius to enter flow. You just need to be present. Every person carries a light within. Flow is what happens when that light is allowed to shine uninterrupted. When you train yourself to enter flow frequently, life stops being a fight. Work becomes art. Goals become natural milestones. And you become a magnet for the abundance and joy you once thought were out of reach. Flow is not a state of effort. It is a state of alignment. So today, give yourself permission to stop forcing and start flowing. This is not just self-help. This is soul strategy. Thank you for listening. If this message resonates with you, please share, like, or comment the word flow to let me know you're ready to enter the space where the magic happens.